Heredity and genetics. This is what we will be talking about: heredity, genes, chromosome. Like here, you can see elephant always give birth only to a baby elephant. Uh, what is the reason behind it? And these are the chromosomes, how they look, what are their functions, what is DNA. All these things we are going to cover in these slides. Okay, so first let's
Okay.
talk about heredity. So passing of trait from parents to offspring is called heredity. By traits, traits can be any, like for example, eye color, height is a trait, or skin color is a trait. So these traits are passed from parents to offspring, and this is called heredity. Okay, this process,
Mm-hmm.
this passing of traits from parents to offspring, how they are passed. So basically, gene is the basic unit of heredity. For example, our body is made up of cells, and that's the basic unit of our, like, bodybuilding. Similarly, for heredity, the basic unit is gene, and it is passed from parent to child. So the traits, they are controlled by genes. um, what are genes? They are the sequence of DNA arranged along the length of chromosome in the nucleus of the cell. So you can see this is a human body. We know it is made up of cell. This is a cell. Inside the cell, this is the nucleus. Inside nucleus, these cross-like thingies, they are called chromosomes. Chromosome contains this thread-like structure, which is DNA, and the this part of the DNA, this segment of the DNA is called gene. Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is where does these chromosome lie? They lie inside the nucleus of the cell. Okay,
Okay.
and genes are present inside chromosome, which is a segment of DNA, which control these traits, like uh, for example, the height, it can be the hair color, it can be eye color. These traits are controlled by the genes, which are passed from
Mm-hmm.
parents to generations. Now, to represent these genes, when we talk about, like, in genetics, to represent these genes, we use some letters, which we call alleles, which is the alternate form of gene. Like here, P is representing the purple color. This is an allele. So alleles, they have specific location on a particular chromosome, and they control the same trait. So we design
Mm-hmm.
these alleles by letters to describe genotype. We'll talk about what is genotype and phenotype. Phenotype is physical appearance, it can be shape, color. Genes, when we talk about genotype, we can't see it. Genes is related to genotype. So the example of coding, for the color of garden pea flower has two alleles. One is for purple color, which is capital P, uppercase, and the lowercase is representing white color. So these color, either there are purple flowers and white flowers. So this is phenotype because this is physical appearance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the genotype we use for genotype alleles, which are the just alternate form of genes. Yeah. Do you wanna ask something?
Oh, can I write it down?
Yes. Uh, I think you should start with this.
Okay. Do I write the whole thing down or just like
I
the
think
main
you
thing?
should have idea where the genes are located, so you can just write cell. Inside the cell, um, you can represent nucleus. Inside nucleus, you have chromosome. Inside chromosomes, you have DNA.
Mm-hmm.
But write this: gene is the basic unit of heredity, and it control traits.
Done.
Okay. Um, yeah, so let me first explain this, then you will write it, okay? So, for example, if we have to talk about pea flower, it is of there are two color pea flower, purple and white. And to study their
Mm-hmm.
genetics, we use these tables. This is how they looks like. And one gene is responsible for purple color and other is responsible for white color. So that's why, and these letters that we use to represent a form of gene are called alleles. So capital P we are using for purple color, and white is for white we are using lowercase p. So basically two
Mm.
flowers they cross, and that's how the offspring are produced, right? So this is representing male and female. So this is the purple flower, this is purple. When these two cross, we get purple flower, right? Then you
Yeah.
see this is purple and this is white. But again, when they cross purple and white, they get purple flower. Why? That means purple flower is dominant over the white flower. Dominant, and the white flower is recessive. That means it have that genes of white flower, but they are not able to express itself. The purple genes are dominant over it. When we cross white and purple, again we get purple flowers. That means purple flower gene or this allele is dominant over white. That's why if there is one white alleles and one purple, purple is expressing itself. But if both white are crossed, see these lowercase and lowercase, when we cross these two, we get white flowers. That means when both of them are white, only then we are getting white flowers, right?
Yeah.
If one of them is uppercase and one is lowercase, that means one gene is purple, one is white, still the flowers are purple. It doesn't mean that it does not have any trait passing from white. It have, but those expressions, those alleles are recessive. Purple alleles are dominant over it. So for a flower to be white, both of them should be white. That's why we are getting more purple flower ratio than white. There are three of the ratio is 3 to 1. That means for three purple flower there is one white, right?
Yeah.
F1 means first generation. This F2 means second generation. And P means parents. So what we are doing, we are crossing a purple flower with a white flower, and this is the genotype. In first generation, we get all of them purple because P and this P, and this is recessive. So only the capital P is showing its effect. In the second generation, when we cross this capital P and small p, though it is purple, but you can see in second generation we are getting a white flower, right? Uh, let
Yeah.
me let me just go back and show you how this works. I'm not able to. I need to show you. Okay, what I'm saying is, um, this is parents. Let's say there is a farmer who take a purple flower and a white flower, and I will use capital P for purple and small for white. And after crossing, how do we cross in genetics? That's how we cross. Let me show you. Because there are two alleles that represent a phenotype. So both are PP because this is purple, and both are small p here. So this can be crossed
Mm-hmm.
with this, and here we get one capital P and one small p. Then this if we cross with the second one, again we get capital P and small p, right? And when we cross the second one with this, we get capital P and small p, and again we get capital P and small p. But what he noticed it actually, father of genetics is called Mendel. There was a scientist, Mendel, who did this experiment. Okay, so when he did cross one purple and one white, what he noticed is that all of the flowers were purple. In the first generation, all of them were purple. You can see why, because the genes are same. So from here, what he concluded is that one gene is one allele is dominant over the other, another is recessive. Like because all the flowers are purple, that means purple one, this purple allele is dominant over this the white one. Okay,
Yeah.
but to check if there is any impact of this white allele, because see, even though it is recessive, but it is still there in purple flower.
Yeah.
So this is called genotype. See, we can see purple color. This is phenotype. Phenotype means what we can see physically. Color is phenotype because color we can see, but still inside this flower there is this gene which is from white flower. So what Mendel thought is that, is there any effect of this gene? Is it going to appear in next generation? So to check that, uh, to check this, what he did is he again crossed the first generation, and basically what he did, he took two of these flowers because all of them are same, and he crossed them to get second generation because this is first, right?
Yeah.
And after crossing first generation, this is first generation, after crossing it, how do we cross it? Because one is pp, capital P small p, this is gene of purple, this is for white, capital P small p. And after crossing this, what he got is capital P. This, if we cross this with this, we get capital P and small p. If we cross these two, we get capital P and small p. If we cross these two, they both are small, right?
Yeah.
Now, after crossing this, because we cannot see these genes, we are just studying it. We can only see color. What he saw is that three of them were purple. This was purple, this was purple, purple, purple. Only one of them was white. So which one is white? The one which has both white alleles. Both of them are small p and small p, right? Both of them are lowercase. Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
So in first generation there was no white flower, but in second it appeared. You see that? That
Yeah.
means these, even though in first generation there were all purple flower, but still that allele was there, which was recessive, but it appeared in the second generation because there was one white flower. So it does not mean if a flower is of one color, it does not contain any alleles, and if it does, it can show its effect in the next coming generation. Okay,
Okay.
so that's how genes work. It is because genes, we can see their effect, but we can't see genes, right? Like color is
Yeah.
are controlled by genes, but we cannot directly see genes. But that's to study the genes and their effect, we use these square, which is called Punnett square. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Did you get this cross?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Uh, let's see. Chromosomes. So chromosomes are present inside the nucleus of the cell. We know our body is made up of cell, and they have nucleus. Inside nucleus we have chromosome. And these chromosomes, they contain thread-like structure. uh, like the chromosomes are basically thread-like structure present in nucleus, and they are responsible for carrying information from one generation to another. So all the information means traits and everything, are passed through these chromosomes, because these chromosomes contain DNA. Like if you see these tiny, this thingy, if we zoom it, this is how it looks like, and this is called DNA. Its full form is deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay. So chromosomes, they have a very important role in heredity. Heredity means passing of traits from parents to offspring. In mutation means like these DNA contain base pair. We'll talk about that. This is base pair. These lines you can see, and if there is a like slight change in DNA base pair, or in these base pair, it can cause mutation, which can be harmful or sometimes they can be beneficial. So this is how chromosome looks like. It contains DNA, it is present in nucleus and responsible for passing information from one generation to another. This is what you need to remember. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the structure of chromosome. This center is called centromere, and these are chromatid. This is chromatid. This and telomere are the protective structure. These ends are called telomeres. These so this ends of chromosome is called telomere. This is arms. This is centromere, and these are called chromatids. And it contain DNA. If you can see this, this is DNA inside it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, homologous chromosomes means like they both have various alleles are located at the specific loci. And here uh, you can see basically the chromosomal pair of same length and centromere position for genes corresponding to same loci are called homologous chromosome. And like these thingies that you see, these are alleles, these letters, okay, which are representing genes. They can be responsible for color, for length, for shape, or anything like that. Okay. So on inside, because inside chromosomes genes are present in the form of DNA, right? And they replicate. Like this is one chromatid. After replication means copying itself, it becomes like this. Okay. Duplicate. Replication means they
Okay.
duplicate. This is how female, because female chromosome is homologous. Homologous means we have both chromosome XX. Okay. But male, inside male, there is a X chromosome and a Y chromosome. Okay. So males have non-homologous chromosome. Non-homo means they have different. Okay. But we have same pair of chromosome. Uh, and these are responsible for gender. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if a male always have XY and female have XX, so they determine the gender. So basically for the gender, male is responsible, not female. Okay. Why? Because when a male, if we cross them, let me show you how we cross them. uh, Let me just take it. So this is female and this is male. If we cross it, X and X, XX means there would be a female. Okay. X and Y, XY means there would be a male. That's how the birth of the child is determined. Okay. XX is
Yeah.
again female, and XY means again male. So the gender depends on the father, because female have same chromosome. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So trait is denoted by a gene or genes that are received from each parent. Like here, in this example, we used P for purple color and small p for white color. So color is a trait which we are representing using these alleles, using letter P, right? Which is alleles. This is what it means. And these genes comes from each parent, from mother and father. Okay. But there are,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, trait can be denoted by two genes. Like, for example, for purple color of flower, I used two capital P's. Why I used two? Why not one? Because each one allele, we will like the offspring would receive one allele from a mother and one from father. That's why we always use two alleles. Did you get it? Either they can
Yes.
be, yeah, dominant, like both of them can be dominant. For example, um, in case of that color example, I used when I say P and P, and this purple color is dominant. So this is here both of them are dominant. But if I write capital P and small p, so still I get purple flower. In this one, it is understandable that both are purple alleles, so we'll get purple flower. But here, if one is purple and one is white, why we are getting purple flower? Because capital P is dominant allele over white. Okay. But if both are recessive alleles, then we get white flower. Did you get this?
Yeah.
Very good. So, genes, they determine the genotype. Genotype means genes. For example, capital P, small p, and phenotype is the color or any physical features. Dominant trait. So let's see. There is a purple flower and a white flower, like you can see. Suppose we are representing this is a p flower and the color is represented by capital P B, and which is for purple and small is for white. So when we cross, this is for male pollen, capital B and small b, and this is female flower. Okay, so you can see the both are purple, but these two, they are, though they are purple, still they have this recessive trait, which is a small b. When we cross these two, we get BB. This is purple, capital B, small b. This is again purple because capital B is dominant over small. Again, we cross this B, this capital B with this small b, we get BB. But here the both are small, so small and small get, we get white. So this is like here both of them are dominant. Here one is dominant, and dominant, the one which is dominant will show its effect, and that's why it is purple. Again, purple is dominant over white, that's why we get purple flower. But here both are recessive, so a recessive trait, a recessive allele has to be, like if both of them are recessive, then only it will show the effect. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Like this recessive trait, it will show its effect in, it can show its effect in the coming generation. Like you can see here, this was purple, still it had recessive white allele. It showed its effect here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just go back and ask you. Yeah, so what is heredity? Hmm?
Huh?
What is heredity?
It's like pass. If you like pass traits from parents to the children.
Yeah, traits passing from parents to children. What is gene?
It's uh it's like a cell inside the body. Inside this cell, there is a chromosome. Inside the chromosome, there is like a gene segment
Okay, segment of DNA. So, where these chromosomes are located?
in the body.
Inside the cell, inside nucleus. This is a cell because our body is made up of cells, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
contain nucleus. So inside nucleus, chromosome is there, and inside chromosome there is DNA segment which is called gene. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So where chromosomes are located? Inside nucleus of the cell. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So genes are nothing but they are just segment of DNA which are responsible for controlling traits. Like if a flower is
Mm-hmm.
purple, or if a flower is going to be purple or white or any color, it it is controlled by their genes. Okay. Our hair color is controlled by our genes. Our height is controlled by our genes. Our skin color is controlled by our genes, which we get from our parents. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. What are alleles? Yes, I'm asking you. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking what are alleles.
Um.
Alleles are just alternate form of genes. You can see these letters, they are alleles, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like capital P for purple, small p for white. These are just alleles for different, which are representing different traits. What are chromosomes? They are thread-like structure. Where they are present? Where chromosomes are present?
Um. um huh?
Where are chromosomes present?
Um. In cells.
Okay, where in, okay, like at what location in cells? Tell me
In the
specific.
body.
Okay, so cells are outside the body?
No, in the body.
Yeah, in the body where? Now don't tell me
Somewhere.
in the cell. And then if I ask you in the cell, they will say in the body. And then you will be like in the cell, in the body. And for 2 hours, you will do in the cell, in the body, in the cell, in the body. Yeah. Somewhere, okay. So your chromosomes would be upset. You are saying like you don't recognize them. They are present in the nucleus, okay? In the nucleus
Like
of
a
the cell.
nuclear bomb.
No. My God. Oh my God. This is human body, okay? Which is made up of cell. Cell contain nucleus, which is a
The
part of
things
a
that they
cell.
make for nuclear bombs.
No, that's different. Okay? Nuclear bomb also have a nucleus, but that's a different nucleus. Otherwise, we all were nuclear bomb because we have lots, millions of nucleus inside our body.
Yippee!
Hmm. Uh, so cell contain nucleus, which is the center of the cell. Like it's a circular, tiny thingy inside the cell, which contain chromosome and DNA, which control all the traits and everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the structure of chromosome. Centromere is the center, telomere is this ends, and then homologous chromosomes means. Homologous means
Uh, um, um, it's a home and a logo.
oh my god. Home and logo is homologous.
Yes.
Hmm. Homo means same. Like this female have XX chromosomes and male have XY. Okay, which is
Mm-hmm.
non-homologous. Traits, uh, we denote them by alleles or genes, and which are received from each parents, which are responsible for genotype and phenotype. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What is dominant trait? It is always expressed when the allele is dominant. If only even one copy exists, dominant express itself, and recessive does not express itself. Only when both alleles are recessive, only then it will express. If one is dominant and one is recessive, the dominant is going to express itself. Did you get this?
Mm?
What is dominant trait?
Capital B and small b.
Capital
Capital
B
B
and
and small b.
are they both are dominant, capital and small.
Mm-hmm.
That means you are getting nothing. Dominant
Mm-hmm.
is represented by capital letters only. These smalls are recessive, small letter. So recessive are only expressed if both are recessive, like here. If one is dominant, other is recessive, only dominant will express itself. Like here, purple is flower color is purple because purple allele is dominant over white. Homozygous condition, if two copies of the same allele coding for a particular trait, like here they both have same. uh, Heterozygous condition means different copies of alleles coding for a particular trait. Phenotype means physical appearance of a gene, like height, hair color of human beings, flower color. These are physical expressions, right? So they are called phenotype, okay, which we can see. Okay. Genotype means genetic makeup of a gene. We cannot see the genetic makeup. We can see the its effect, which is phenotype, right? Like these alleles, these are the genetic makeup. Okay. Like if we cross a brown eye and blue eye, we get, because brown is dominant over blue. So this is what we get. So homozygous is this. Homozygous means same copies of alleles. Hetero means one is different, like one is capital, one is a small. This is homozygous recessive because both alleles are recessive. These are dominant. We represent dominant with uppercase and recessive with a lower. Okay. So um,
Okay.
yeah, genes is the basic unit of heredity, which is passed from parent to child, right? Then we learned about alleles, which is alternate form of gene. Um, then chromosomes, they contain genes, and these traits are controlled by genes, right? Try this question. What is alternate form of gene called? Which one is correct? A, B, C, D. Tell me.
Um, Amazon.
Yes, tell me. Hello.
Um, um,
It's allele. Okay. Alternate form of gene,
Okay.
like letters. Try this. What
Okay.
is the condition of the recessive trait to be expressed? When they express?
B.
Yes, when both are recessive. Try this.
Okay.
Yes, tell me. What is it called?
Um,
Passing of traits.
um, um, Heredity.